Hello everyone, today we have a very interesting micro brand based out of Italy, Horological Tools Department, or HTD as they're known by. We've got their dive watch lineup here today. They've got one of two dials. We have the Spaceboy version, and the other one is called a Aquatic Victorini. Hopefully, I didn't butcher that. It's more of a just your standard, round indices, Submariner's style dial, but we've got a little bit more interesting one today, in my opinion. So, opening the box, you've got your warranty card. You've got a little pamphlet that shows off, the other watches in their line. There's the Aquatic, which is what we're looking at today. So today we've got the Spaceboy, and then the other one, the other dial variant is this one here, which we don't have. Um, this was actually based off the original one. I think they released another one back in 2020, 2021, a couple of years ago, and they've sort of re-released it because the original ones were, I think, limited edition. Anyway, getting into the box, it's actually a really nice box, quite big. There's a little very soft material on the top. Opening it up, there's the watch in all its glory. Get an extra strap. I think they were doing a promotion, first like 100 orders or something, you get a free strap. And obviously, here's the side of the show. Quick specs on this watch. It's a 39mm case. You've got a 47mm lug to lug, your standard 20mm lug width. And the thing about this watch is it's only 11.5 millimeters thick to the top of the dome sapphire crystal. That is super thin for a 200-meter rated dive watch. And then you've got an aluminium bezel insert, which is really vintage inspired, and a very, very nice loom pip that has a little metal surround to it as well. It's not just, painted on, it's actually like a physical, loom pip they've had to put in. Comes on a standard brushed oyster bracelet, very nice. Very standard clasp. There's no on the fly adjust, but you do get four micro adjust holes. I guess they had to keep it thin with the sort of vintage proportions and sizing they were trying to go for. Runs a Miyota 9039, so that doesn't come with a date. There'll be no ghost date position on this watch, which is really, really thoughtful of them. And there's the case back. Now, one thing I do have to note about this watch is the bezel. Aesthetically, it looks great. See the little chamfers there? But it doesn't have a coin edge bezel, so it makes using the bezel actually pretty difficult. It's pretty slippery. It's similar to the Omega's Seamaster 300. I think Omega's even said themselves, I read somewhere online, that it's functionally probably not the best thing, but it looks really good. Bezel action is good. It's just you just can't get a good grip on it. I'm struggling to turn this bezel easily, and here's what it sounds like. So that might be a deal breaker for some, but here's what it is. But there's no backplay, so which is really solid. Is what the watch looks like on wrist. I've got pretty small wrists. I think I don't actually know the size, but it fits absolutely perfectly. I think the 39mm and the 47mm lug to lug is just going to work on a lot of wrists. Look at that brushing. Lume on this dial is just your standard BGW9 that glows blue. It's bright enough, but it's not anything crazy like your Seiko Luma Brights or your Super Luminova C3s. And here's the loom shot. Overall, I think the team at HTD have done a really, really great job in designing this watch. I love the proportions. I love how thin it is and how just good it looks on my wrists. I love the 3, 6, and 9 indices and how vintage they look. Um, this watch does come in at roughly $1,100 US, so it is on the higher side of micro brands, but if you like the watch enough, I'd highly recommend buying this thing. Thanks for watching.